Hello, dear students. So, today we are going to talk about force and pressure. Force that we know, push or pull. That is the common definition and easiest way to understand about the force, push or pull. So, let's further redefine the definitions. Force is an effort, or you can say it is an action that we use to make on any object to change or to bring a change on that object, like to change its state from rest to motion or motion to rest, or to change the direction of a moving object. So, for that, we have to do some action. That action is known as force. So, by kicking a ball, we can change the direction of that ball. So, pushing a ball or kicking a ball can help you to change the direction of the ball. Now, for measurement of the force, we need units. So, Newton, Sir Isaac Newton, you all know about him. He has given many laws related to force. He discovered many things regarding the force. So, by his name, we are having a unit that is Newton for the measurement of force. Now, let's define what is the value of 1 Newton. So, as we are measuring the force, the amount of force required to bring a 1 meter per second speed on a body of mass 1 kg. So let's define it once again. 1 Newton is defined as the force which, when applied on a moving object of mass 1 kg in the direction of its motion, increases its speed by 1 meter per second in 1 second. Which means if a body gets an acceleration of 1 meter per second square having mass 1 kg, that amount of force will be equals to 1 Newton. Clear? And here we are having another unit, that is kgf, kilogram force. And the conversion of that kilogram force will be equals to 9.8 Newton. That means if you want to convert the mass into Newton, so you have to multiply it by the gravitational value, that is 9.8. So the following topics that we are going to cover in this video: first of all, the turning effect of force. Turning effect of force, which means moment of force. Now let's talk about the turning first. What do you mean by this turning? Turning means to rotate or to turn, to change the direction. That is called turning. So when we apply force on certain object and its direction changes, or it tends to rotate, this effect of force is known as turning effect. Here in this diagram, as you can see, this bolt, with the help of this spanner, we are applying force in this direction, and that bolt will turn in this direction. So what we are doing with the nut, we are turning the nut to tighten it with the help of the spanner. So this effect is known as turning effect. And how we are doing this? With the help of the spanner. Can you do that with your bare hands? Can you tighten up the bolt or nut with your hands directly? Very tight? No, it is not possible. Why? Because there is very less space or distance between our hand and this nut. So what we are doing, we are increasing the distance of the force from the pivoted end. We call it pivoted end. Pivot means the point at which the object, a body, can rotate but can't move from it. Just take an example like the doors that we see, they are having hinge. What that hinge used to do, they allows the door to rotate but not to move away from it. So like the way this pivoted works. Let's see another example. Here you can see a bottle opener. We all have used this bottle opener for opening up the cold drink bottles. Can you open the bottle cap with the help of your hands? No, it is not that easy to open it up. But with the help of this bottle opener, it becomes more easy. See what is the difference? Can you say? Write your comment in the comment section. Can you open the bottle cap with your hand directly or not? But see, as we are using this bottle opener, we are applying force upward from here, and this distance helps us to increase our force. So that much turning effect we are getting. So the same amount of force is applied on the bottle, but the difference is that we are using a bottle opener to get the turning effect. Clear? So this helps us to open the bottle cap easily. Similarly, see, this will remind you about the lever system. This is the pivot end over which this lever system is rotating or tends to rotate. We call it fulcrum in terms of lever system, and here we are applying force. The more the distance, less the force we have to apply. Clear? So the turning effect that we are getting, we used to denote it by tau. This is what? Tau. Remember this sign. This is the sign of turning effect or moment of force. And as we know, the formula is force into the perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance, and here we are applying the force. Here it is making perpendicular distance. Next, here you can see this is the nail. By using the hammer, we are trying to take it out, pluck it out from the wooden piece. And here it is pivoted, and this is the distance. So our force is multiplied, and we can easily open that or take it out from the wooden piece. Here it is very much clear from this diagram. This is the pivoted end, means this bolt can easily rotate at this point but can't move. And this is the spanner, and the length of the spanner will be equal to the distance, perpendicular distance from the force, and this is the force which we are applying on the spanner to give that bolt a turning effect. Now, as I have given you the formula for tau or moment, can you calculate the value of torque or moment produced in this case? Here it is the distance between a perpendicular distance between the pivoted end and the force, and this is the amount of force given. But remember one thing, this is in centimeters, so you have to convert it into meters. So how much? 0.2 meters, and this is the force. So force multiplied by distance will be equals to 20 multiplied by 0.2. 0.2. That will give you the value 4 Newton meter. So easy na? Next. So turning effect is equals to force into perpendicular direction or distance. Its SI unit will be Newton for force and meter for distance. That's why it is having a unit, that is Newton meter. Here is the steering wheel. We used to apply force from one hand upward and from another hand downward to give it a anti-clockwise direction rotation. Both the forces are equal. That's why we call it couple, a pair of force which is acting on a body which gives it a anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. Just we have to reverse the direction of the forces. So this is called couple. When two forces are acting together on a body is known as couple. The moment in a clockwise direction is taken as positive if the object moves or rotates in a clockwise direction. We have to consider that moment as positive, and if it gives an anti-clockwise direction, we have to consider the moment as negative. Hope you have understood up to this topic. Later we will discuss over the pressure. Till wait for the video.